Okay, everybody, we're now going to do another VHS collection video, and in this one I'm going to do my Star Trek original TV series VHS collection, which I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of these. I am trying to get all of these because, as you see, they are all individually numbered on the side, just like the Shirley Temple Family Feature releases, which I was trying to get all of those, and I completed that set a few months ago, and now I'm trying to get all of these, which there are a ton of them, so that will take some time, but yeah. And my goal is to not add these to my collection until I get the entire set. So once I get the entire set of these, they will go in my collection then. So yeah, this is just what I have for now. And I also have a few on beta as well, which I'll show at the end of the video. So yeah, let's get started. So, first one up is The Cage, the original television pilot episode, with special remarks by Gene Roddenberry. Episode 1. This is a 1986 printing. Yep, original television pilot episode. Air date never shown on TV. And as it says here, portions of The Cage were later incorporated into the two-part episode The Menagerie, which I have that episode as well, and I'll show that in a second. Sticker label, end label. Print date, there is a print right here, but it's kind of hard to read, but looks like October 4th, 1986. So printed on the 41st week of 1986. And I do have a couple of the Star Trek Collector's Edition tapes from Columbia House, but I'm not going to bother showing those. I'm only going to show these ones right here, the numbered ones. Next up is Where No Man Has Gone Before, the first official episode of the series. This is episode 2. Yeah, The Cage was the pilot episode, and this one is the premiere episode. Star date 13112.4. Air date September 22nd, 1966. And this is a 1985 VHS. Sticker label and end label. Printed on the 47th week of 1987. And I have only checked 3 of these before, but I'm pretty sure these all have the white screen F at the end. The Corbomite Maneuver, Episode 3, another 1985 VHS. Stardate 15112.2. Air date November 10th, 1966. And it says made in Mexico right there. It's got the 75th anniversary tape labels this time. Printed on the 15th week of 1988. The Enemy Within, Episode 5. Again, another 1985 VHS. Stardate on this one is 1672.1. Air date October 6, 1966. Printed on the 5th week of 1988. The Naked Time, Episode 7. Stardate 1704.2. Original air date September 29th, 1966. Once again, this is another 1985 VHS. And this also says made in Mexico, just like my Cobra Might Maneuver VHS. Printed on the 15th week of 1988. The Galileo 7, episode 14. Star date 2821.5. Air date January 5th, 1967. Once again, and this is another 1985 VHS. Most of these are from 1985, by the way. The 16th week of 1991. This one may have the white screen of death, but it may have the moaning sound. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. And like I said, I have the Menagerie Parts 1 and 2. Or I think it's Menagerie or something, but I'm not sure. Episode 16. Star date 3012.4. Air dates are November 17th and 24th, 1966. This is a 1909 tape. And it says, in 1965, a pilot entitled The Cage was submitted as episode 1 for a new television series, Star Trek. The series was approved, but The Cage was rejected. Footage from, however, was later used in episode number 16, The Menagerie, revealing the history of the Enterprise under a different captain. So yeah, that's interesting. Printed on the 15th week of 1991. Not sure if this has the white screen depth or if it has the moaning sound. I'll have to check. Mirror, Mirror, episode 39. Again, this is another, again, this is another 1985 release. Star date is unknown for this one. Air date, October 6, 1967. Unfortunately, the original sticker label fell off on this one, but the end label's still on there. Printed on the 15th week of 1986. The Trouble with Tribbles, episode 42. This is a classic episode right here. Again, actually no, this is a 1986 release. This is a 1986 release. Star date 4523.3. Air date December 29th, 1967. This episode and Spock's brain are probably two of the most famous episodes of the series. Printed on the 40... either the 48th week or the 49th week of 1987. Journey to Babel, episode 44. This is a 1985 release once again. Not sure why the Trouble with Tribbles is from 1986. Must be a reprint or something. Star date 3842.3. Air date November 17th, 1967. Yep, this is 1985. Print date August 28th, 1987. So printed on the 37th week of 1987. Now these last three, I do know what's at the end of these last three right here, which these three I actually got before I started collecting these, before I really started getting into collecting these. Spectre of the Gun, episode 56. These last three I'm about to show are from 1987. Stardate 4385.3. Original air date October 25th, 1968. Printed on the 17th week of 1988. This tape has the white screen of death and the moaning sound at the end. And The Children Shall Lead, episode 60. Stardate 5029.5. Air date October 11th, 1968. For some reason it has a crack in the for some reason the reel has a crack in it, as you can see. But this tape still plays fine. Printed on the 38th week of 1987. And this tape has the white screen of death at the end. Then it goes back to black screen, but there is no moaning sound. And last one for the VHSs is There in Truth No Beauty, episode 62. Stardate 5630.7. Air date October 18th, 1968. Print date April 2nd, 1990. So printed on the 17th week of 1990. This one just has the white screen of death at the end. Clicking version. Alright. Now onto the 5 betas I have. These first 3 are just incredibly rare. Where No Man's Gone before, Dagger of the Mind, and the Galio 7, all factory sealed. Yes, these are factory sealed. I'm not kidding. Episodes 2, 11, and 14. Stardate for Dagger of the Mind was 2715.1. Air date November 3rd, 1966. These are all 1985 releases. Yeah. And these I am definitely keeping sealed because these are extremely rare. So I am not going to open these up. Next one, The Squire of Gothos, 1985 Betamax, episode 18. This was, and by the way, this one and these 3 right here were in like a box of beta tapes that are at this second-hand store called the Bargain Barn, which these 3 were sealed, but this one was used. I don't know why this was the only one that was open, but whatever. Yeah, a lot of the beta tapes I've shown in my collection, I got a lot of those from the Bargain Barn. Stardate 2124.5. Air date January 12th, 1967. printed on the 19th week of 1985. And the last one is unfortunately in a cut box, but it is Patterns of Force, episode 52. Yeah. As you can see, this is definitely in a VHS sized case. Yep, says beta and says science fiction. Stardate 2534.0. Air date February 16th, 1968. And this is a 1986 release. Yep. See, there's the barcode sticker there. This thing's loaded with stickers on it. And I do not know what store this is from because it doesn't say. Which is the only one I have that's a rental. All the other ones are purchase copies. Printed on the 41st week of 1986. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting looking hub right there. Oh, and there's another barcode sticker right there. So yeah, like I said, I am currently trying to get all of these, so this is just what I have for now. But I do hope to get more of these pretty soon. So, yep, that's about it.